Hi, my name is Lisa Gramwer, and I created this video for all you parents, guardians, and fellow occupational therapists who specialize in pediatrics on how you can help develop more refined hand skills through gardening. I will lead you through the process of hand skill development and provide you with strategies and activities that you can use with children in both small and large gardens. Throughout the video, I want you to remember that we are going to be working with children, so have fun and be playful.
But before you start pulling out your clippers and twist ties, preparatory activities may be implemented to improve your child's arousal, focus, and readiness. This initial phase may be guided by a sensory integration approach.
Sensory integration is the organization of sensations for use. Our senses give us information about the physical condition of our body as well as the environment around us. Countless bits of sensory information enter our brains every moment. Our brain needs to organize this information in order for a child to move, learn, and behave in a productive manner. As sensory integration develops, more complex skills are possible, including refined hand skills.
In the following clips, you will see each child completing physically demanding tasks in the garden. This is known as heavy work. Heavy work provides greater proprioceptive input. Proprioception is the information arising from our bodies, especially from muscles, joints, and ligaments. This information is needed to increase body awareness and improve motor coordination. Additionally, vestibular and proprioception input exerts a regulatory influence over a child's arousal level in general and enables a child to be better organized in order to attend to a specific task. For example, a child may need heavy work in order to calm and attend to a task, while another child may need vestibular input to become more alert in order to focus the task at hand. Furthermore, a sensory integration approach may also include activation or inhibition of the tactile system to increase a child's tolerance for a variety of materials. The hand's discrimination of an object's tactile qualities is essential for developing refined manipulation skills of the hand. Another approach used to develop fine motor skills is motor learning. In this approach, selecting developmentally appropriate and challenging activities and providing sufficient support to the child so that he or she succeeds is critical. When children succeed in challenging motor activities, they are reinforced for their efforts. Play may be an effective means to motivate and engage children so that they become more focused and make greater attempts to complete fine motor activities. Parents, guardians, and occupational therapists who create a playful environment not only motivate children, but also generally provide the just right challenge in which children can succeed.
As noted previously, hand skills develop on the foundation of sensory processing, as well as neuromuscular skeletal functions and structures. Integration of these foundational components leads to refinement of hand and finger movements. By promoting active participation through gardening, parents, guardians, and therapists can target the skills needed for refined hand use.
Hand function relies heavily on the balance between stability and mobility. Stability refers to the action of a muscle around a joint to hold it steady, while mobility is the actual movement of a joint. First, a proximal stable base of support is needed from the trunk and shoulders. The base of proximal stability and mobility enables a child to reach. The balance of stability and mobility then must proceed distally down the arm in order for adequate arm placement. Lastly, a balance between stability and mobility is needed at the fingers to allow the hand to grasp and release. This is what you are seeing in this clip here as the children are preparing a spot to grow watermelons. Remember, proximal stability leads to distal mobility. In order to develop sophisticated hand use, the development of hand arches is key. Hand arches shape the palm and fingers around various objects to accommodate for objects' different sizes and forms. This allows a child to grip objects on contact. The development of an open web space allows the thumb to abduct and rotate into opposition with the fingers. An open web space is optimal to write, as well as manipulate small items with less hand fatigue. Spray bottles are a great way for developing hand strength in order to maintain an open web space. Using a small spray bottle can be used to help separate the power and precision sides of the hands. In order to develop this skill, have the child use the index and middle finger around a spray trigger while keeping the ring and little finger around the neck of a bottle. Using oversized tweezers is also a great way to develop opposition of the fingers and create an open web space. As just mentioned, the hand can be divided into two sides, the ulnar and radial side. The ulnar side provides power and stability to the hand. The radial side provides precision to the hand. The ability to dissociate these two sides allows these two functions to work in synchrony. This skill is needed for writing, as the child curls the ring and small finger in while distally moving the radial side. Have the child write on plant labels while holding a small object in their ring and small finger to encourage the use of thumb, index, and middle fingers when writing. This skill refers to the ability to move one finger while mobilizing the others. This skill ranges from basic individual finger movements, such as using one finger to push a seed into the soil, to complex movement combinations, such as tying up plants. In this clip, the child needs isolated finger control in order to tie the snow peas to the fencing. Bimanual skill is the ability to use both hands to perform tasks such as tying a tomato plant using both hands or stabilizing a plant label with the non-dominant hand in order to write with the dominant. This hand skill will develop as both hands work together in various and dynamic ways. A vast amount of hand use requires the ability to form power grips, precision grips, and are both used in combination. Many functional activities that enable a child to be independent rely on the combination of power and precision grips. Examples include cutting with scissors or slicing food with a knife. The entire hand is used for a power grip. The palm remains in contact with the objects, while the ulnar digits contribute the majority of power. During a power task, such as the child seen here using the hose sprayer, the intrinsic muscles within the forearm are most active, while the radial side may aid in stability. For precision grips, the thumb and radial fingers are the most actively involved. By refining the ability to form precision grips, a child's web space will become more open. This is more efficient when writing and during other functional tasks. The skills that have all been described above, cumulatively working together, represent a child's ability to perform in-hand manipulation. A child uses in-hand manipulation skills during many gardening tasks. Pictures and clips will be shown of the 5 identified in-hand manipulation skills. In this clip, this child is demonstrating finger-to-palm translation and palm-to-finger translation. He is able to pick up 5 small rocks using his thumb, index, and middle finger and place them into his palm without dropping any. He is then able to move the rocks from his palm to his fingertips without dropping or using the non-dominant hand for assistance. This skill is needed for a child to pick up coins and slide into a piggy bank using only one hand. During simple rotation, movement occurs between the pads of the thumb and one or more of the fingers. This skill can be practiced by opening water bottles needed for hydration while gardening in the hot sun. Refilling small spray bottles in order to spray various plants is another activity involving simple rotation. Developing this skill is needed in order for a child to open all plastic drinking material independently. This complex skill requires isolated finger and thumb movements. This skill would be needed if a child was writing on a label stick and made a mistake. Complex rotation is needed to turn the pencil over in order to use the eraser, only using the dominant hand. The visual system plays a crucial role in hand development. For young children, the ability to localize objects leads to the ability to guide hand movements for manipulation. Visual perceptual processing is the ability to take in incoming visual stimulus and organize the information into meaningful patterns. This system then works with the body's motor system in order to reproduce an action through visual motor coordination. A child must integrate these two systems in order to refine hand skills for specific skills such as writing, constructing a model, or tying a knot. Praxis is what allows a child to organize, plan, and carry out refined hand functions. It involves knowing what to do, also known as ideation, and planning the actions needed to accomplish the task at hand. This is motor planning.
So go outside and have some fun.